the industry, plenty of retail investors, really had very, very little concept of risk management. And listen, what was interesting about Luna was it was very transparent, right? It was all public. It was all on the blockchain. People knew if they paid attention the bet they were making. The bet turned out not to work, and it unraveled very quickly. What I don't think people expected was the magnitude of losses that would show up in, professional institutions' balance sheets. And that caused a daisy chain of effects. Companies like Celsius and Three Arrows and Genesis and blockchain.com and you name it, they're all this is all public information now, had exposure. And then the Three Arrows situation, which we'll see, if it was legitimate or if there was fraud involved, really started that flywheel of credit losses. And it turned into a full-fledged credit crisis, right, with complete liquidation and huge damage to confidence in the space, into the infrastructure of the space. 3, 4, 5, 6 big institutions either declaring Chapter 11 or de facto doing the same thing by putting up gates and stopping retail deposits from leaving. I used to say, not to be an I told you so, but I would stay with talking to industry groups. I was like, we need to self-regulate or the regulators are coming. And when you look back, there was very little self-regulation. There was inane risk management where companies took massive leverage, took asset liability mismatch, which means they had short-term deposits and they lent them out long. I mean, those are the two ways people always go bankrupt. This is a tale as old as time. And it happened in lots of ways. That's greed, that's ignorance. It's frustrating as heck because, at times the whole industry looks like a bunch of idiots. What's really interesting is the DeFi stuff, the on-chain stuff, worked like it was supposed to work. It was transparent, right? People got stopped out when they were supposed to be getting stopped out. There's no, oh, he lied to me. I can't believe that. I didn't know the rules, right? It was all on-chain. And so in lots of ways, as ironic as this sounds, this crisis is somewhat an advertisement for more transparency and more DeFi.
So if you think about what you're saying about this flywheel of effects and a credit crisis that was caused, are we still going to see much more? Is that flywheel still spinning?
I think what you saw was a cascading of stops. And so the margin losses all got hit in that move, literally from 29,000 to 17 or 18,000, whatever the low was, all at once. And I had hoped this year, 28, 30 would be the low, and I was darn wrong because I didn't realize the magnitude of the leverage in the system.